In the name of ELOH, the Yielder, the Merciful. Praise be to ELOH, who created out of nothing the heavens and the earth, who made the angels messengers with wings, 2 or 3 or 4 pairs. He adds to creation as he pleases, for ELOH has power over all things. What ELOH out of his mercy bestows on mankind, there is none can withhold. What he withholds, there is none can grant. Apart from him, and he is the exalted in power, full of wisdom. O men, call to mind the grace of ELOH unto you. Is there a creator other than ELOH to give you sustenance from heaven or earth? There is no God but he. How then are you deluded away from the truth? And if they reject you, so were messengers rejected before you. To ELOH go back for decision all affairs. O men, certainly the promise of ELOH is true. Let not then this present life deceive you, nor let the chief deceiver deceive you about ELOH. Verily, Satan is an enemy to you, so treat him as an enemy. He only invites his adherents that they may become companions of the blazing fire. For those who reject ELOH is a terrible penalty, but for those who believe and work righteous deeds is forgiveness and a magnificent reward. Is he, then, to whom the evil of his conduct is made alluring, so that he looks upon it as good, equal to one who is rightly guided? For ELOH leaves to stray whom he wills, and guides whom he wills. So let not your soul go out in vainly sighing after them, for ELOH knows well all that they do. It is ELOH who sends forth the winds, so that they raise up the clouds, and we drive them to a land that is dead, and revive the earth therewith after its death. Even so will be the resurrection. If any do seek for glory and power, to ELOH belong all glory and power. To him mount up all words of purity. It is he who exalts each deed of righteousness. Those that lay plots of evil, for them is a terrible penalty, and the plotting of such will be void of result. And ELOH created you from dust, then from a sperm drop. Then he made you in pairs, and no female conceives or lays down her load, but with his knowledge. Nor is a man long-lived granted length of days, nor is a part cut off from his life, but is in a decree ordained. All this is easy to ELOH. Nor are the two bodies of flowing water alike, the one palatable, sweet, and pleasant to drink, and the other salt and bitter. Yet from each kind of water you eat flesh fresh and tender. And you extract ornaments to wear, and you see the ships therein that plow the waves, that you may seek thus of the bounty of ELOH, that you may be grateful. He merges night into day, and he merges day into night, and he has subjected the sun and the moon to his law. Each one runs its course for a term appointed. Such is ELOH, your sustainer. To him belongs all dominion. And those whom you invoke besides him have not the least power. If you invoke them, they will not listen to your call, and if they were to listen, they cannot answer your prayer. On the day of judgment, they will reject your partnership, and none, O man, can tell you the truth like the one who is acquainted with all things. O you men, it is you that have need of ELOH. But ELOH is the one free of all wants, worthy of all praise. If he so pleased, he could blot you out and bring in a new creation. Nor is that at all difficult for ELOH. Nor can a bearer of burdens bear another's burden. If one heavily laden should call another to bear his load, not the least portion of it can be carried by the other, even though he be nearly related. You can but admonish such as fear their sustainer unseen and establish regular prayer, and whoever purifies himself does so for the benefit of his own soul, and the destination of all is to El Eloh. The blind and the seeing are not alike, nor are the depths of darkness and the light, nor are the chilly shade and the genial heat of the sun, nor are alike those that are living and those that are dead. El Eloh can make any that he wills to hear, but you cannot make those to hear who are buried in graves. You are no other than a warner. Verily, we have sent you in truth as a bearer of glad tidings and as a warner. And there never was a people without a warner, having lived among them in the past. And if they reject you, so did their predecessors, to whom came their messengers with clear signs, books of dark prophecies, and the book of enlightenment. In the end, I punished those who rejected faith, and how terrible was my rejection of them. Don't you see that El Eloh sends down rain from the sky? With it we then bring out produce of various colors, and in the mountains are tracks white and red, of various shades of color, and black intense in hue. And so amongst men and crawling creatures and cattle, they are of various colors. Those truly fear El Eloh among his servants who have knowledge. For El Eloh is exalted in might, oft forgiving. Those who rehearse the book of El Eloh establish regular prayer and spend in charity out of what we have provided for them secretly and openly. Hope for a commerce that will never fail. For he will pay them their meed. Nay, he will give them even more out of his bounty, for he is oft forgiving, most ready to appreciate service. That which we have revealed to you of the book is the truth, confirming what was revealed before it. For El Eloh is assuredly, with respect to his servants, well acquainted and fully observant. Then we have given the book for inheritance to such of our servants as we have chosen. But there are among them some who wrong their own souls, some who follow a middle course, and some who are, by El Eloh's leave, foremost in good deeds. That is the highest graced. Gardens of eternity will they enter. Therein they will be adorned with bracelets of gold and pearls, and their garments there will be of silk. And they will say, Praise be to El Eloh, who has removed from us all sorrow. For our sustainer is indeed oft forgiving, ready to appreciate service, who has out of his bounty settled us in a home that will last. No toil nor sense of weariness shall touch us therein. But those who reject El Eloh, for them will be the fire of hell. No term shall be determined for them, so they should die, nor shall its penalty be lightened for them. Thus do we reward every ungrateful one. Therein they will cry aloud for assistance. Our sustainer, bring us out. We shall work righteousness, not the deeds we used to do. Did we not give you long enough life so that he that would should receive admonition? And moreover, the warner came to you, so you taste the fruits of your deeds. For the wrongdoers there is no helper. Verily, El Eloh knows all the hidden things of the heavens and the earth. Verily, he has full knowledge of all that is in men's hearts. He it is that has made you inheritors in the earth. If then any do reject El Eloh, their rejection works against themselves. Their rejection but adds to the odium for the unbelievers in the sight of their sustainer. Their rejection but adds to their own undoing. Say, have you seen these partners of yours whom you call upon besides El Eloh? Show me what it is they have created in the wide earth, or have they a share in the heavens? Or have we given them a book from which they can derive clear evidence? Nay, the wrongdoers promise each other nothing but delusions. It is ELOH who sustains the heavens and the earth, lest they cease to function, and if they should fail, there is none, not one, can sustain them thereafter. Verily, he is most forbearing, oft forgiving. They swore their strongest oaths by ELOH that if a warner came to them, they would follow his guidance better than any other of the peoples. But when a warner came to them, it has only increased their flight from righteousness on account of their arrogance in the land and their plotting of evil. But the plotting of evil will hem in only the authors thereof. Now are they but looking for the way the ancients were dealt with. But no change will you find in ELOH's way of dealing. No turning off will you find in ELOH's way of dealing. Do they not travel through the earth and see what was the end of those before them? Though they were superior to them in strength, nor is ELOH to be frustrated by anything whichever in the heavens or on earth, for he is all-knowing, all-powerful. If ELOH were to punish men according to what they deserve, he would not leave on the back of the earth a single living creature, but he gives them respite for a stated term. When their term expires, verily ELOH has in his sight all his servants.